There is a saying that goes that every single cloud has got a silver lining, and during this time of confusion and uncertainty in the country, we wanted to make sure that we find a positive story, what ordinary people are doing from the comfort of their homes to keep busy, stimulate their minds and show us what good can come despite the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. And we found a beautiful family here in Makhanda who are using plastic to create eco-bricks, which they then take to schools when they open that are under infrastructure problems and are facing various infrastructure issues. And I met a young lady by the name of Lilitha and her mom Zandile, who, as you can see, are busy creating taking plastics and creating what they will now take to schools that are underprivileged, that need these materials, and then from that those schools will use them to create eco bricks. Really a positive story coming here in Makhanda. All the doom and gloom you see in social media, it's good to see a young person who is using her time not just to stay at home and irritate her mom, but use her time recreationally to stimulate her mind and make sure that she gives back to the society. Let's try to talk to her right now and see exactly what made her start this project as a young person who's only 11 years old, and she's doing something to give back to her society.
Well, basically, I started thinking about it after people were bringing in eco-bricks. So after I thought about it and looked at the pictures of the before and after, the streets they made the eco-bricks out of and the houses, I started thinking, why can't I make a change like that? And also I need some money to save up for my friend's birthday.
Also, I heard that you're also going to be making some money out of this. So tell us exactly how much you're going to be making, how other kids can make money from it, and what you're going to be doing with the money that you get from this project.
Well, I'm getting 5 rand for 2 bottles, not 1. to be clear, right? 2 bottles, 5 rand. And other kids can do this too, but I don't know who they'd give them to, because we just give them to the Davies family. If someone here in Makhanda were making them, then they should just go after the lockdown. They should probably just go to the Davies eye doctor place. It's somewhere close to the school, but someone will tell you where it is. Just ask someone.
Okay, and Lilitha, you could have just used this time to stay at home and be bored. Why was it important for you to be part of this specific project and to do this kind of work during the lockdown time?
Well, as I said earlier, I need the money, and I need the money for my friend's birthday, and I really want to change the world. No matter how little or how big, I just want to change it somehow to make a better future.
Okay, and then now let's speak to you, Mommy. Mommy, why was it important for you to make sure that your daughter does something recreationally during this time? Obviously now the schools are closed and she's stuck with you at home. Why was it important for you to make sure that even while at home, she still stimulates her mind?
It really was important because they spent a lot of time out of school because of the coronavirus. And I don't want her to just sit and watch TV all day. And we are always doing something creative as it is. So we decided, when she came to me with this idea, I decided, why don't we just start doing it? And before lockdown was announced, we started collecting plastics so that we could start building our bricks together, and she can take them to school and maybe give Mommy a cut from her allowance, hey?
So, Sandy, just your advice to parents at this time. Obviously, parents are frustrated; they have their kids at home. But why do you think it's important that parents still keep their kids' minds stimulated and do make sure the kids do recreational stuff, even if they're stuck at home?
If the kids aren't stimulated, the children aren't stimulated, they will find ways to make sure they stimulate themselves, and it might not be so positive for both of you, the mother and the child, or the father and the child. But if you keep them busy and you keep busy with them, it gives you time to sit and bond, just time to understand each other sometimes, get them tired as well, and yeah, keep their minds working, keep them growing, keep them learning all the time, because she's using internet sometimes to research what should go in these eco bottles and what shouldn't go into the eco bottles, what she can throw away in the bin and what she can put in here, so that, and that also expands her knowledge of materials that we need to watch out for to keep Earth alive. And yeah.
Okay, and then lastly, Lilitha, this is for you. What do you think people must do with their plastics to keep our environment clean? Okay. So what do you think that people must do with their plastics? Obviously, you guys use a lot of plastic. What do you think people must do with this plastic as opposed to throwing it away to keep our Earth clean?
People, instead of putting it in the bins, they would allow them to do something fun with it and creative. Or they'd put it in the recycling bins at least.
I'll give them to you.
Yeah, or give them to me.
A really positive story coming from Makhanda, a young lady by the name of Lilitha and her mum Zandile, saying that during this 21-day lockdown, they're going to make sure that they keep the earth clean by collecting plastic or people bringing plastic to them, and then above all, taking this plastic and creating eco bricks. Once they've collected enough, they're going to take it to a nearby school in the township here in Makhanda and make sure that the school is able to stand and help the children of that committee. Really positive story coming in Makhanda, that despite all the doom and gloom, after all, there is some light. Let's go back to you in studio.